2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The action tonight will be happening out in Phoenix, where the Suns will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And Devin Booker, the youngest player to ever score 70 in a single game. Shaq, how impressive is that?
You know, it's so impressive that even Kyrie Irving mentioned that Booker's got the it factor. Might set a few more records before it's done, Ernie.
Yeah, I believe so. In today's game, you can't have enough shooting. And Booker's also a pretty sneaky playmaker. Sneaky. Doesn't really show it all the time. Just sneaky.
You know who else has the it factor?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Oh.
We're going courtside. He's got the call.
Here in Phoenix, the crowd is going crazy. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Fireworks are always a possibility when these two teams get together. It's the Dallas Mavericks against the Phoenix Suns from the Valley of the Sun. Take a look at the Mavericks. Atlanta was their last stop where they beat the Hawks. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Settling into the new season now, Doris. Some teams really finding that groove and their rhythm. Talk about what they can do to maintain that. Sometimes it's easier to get there, but then to maintain it becomes the real chore.
Right, and that's where coaching comes into play. Guys trying to pull the right string, play the right notes with their teams. And obviously, one of the most important things you can have on a night-by-night basis is energy, consistent energy on the defensive end. If you stay in the moment, you focus on the next play. I know 82 games can be a grind, Kev, but if you break it down into smaller chunks, it becomes much more manageable.
Good idea. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Jackson. Doncic out there with Powell, and it's Brunson in at the one. And the first one drops. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. For the Dallas Mavericks, the last couple years, generating free throw attempts has been a problem.
Which is a shame, because when they've gotten to the line, they've been extremely accurate. But let's remember, you have a ton of jump shooters on this team, and that's a point of emphasis.
Warren, and he uses the glass on the layup.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Brunson the pass to Jackson. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Brunson. Down low, Holmes with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. Warren, good.
Well, how about the willingness to play through contact if you're T.J. Warren? If you got the body, fellas, you might as well put it to use.
Jackson kicks to Doncic. Lets it go with a three. And there's Jackson on the assist by Doncic.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
It just opens the court up so much more, and you like to see him get into a rhythm from beyond the arc.
Here's Johnson after the Mavericks pick up 3. Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Brunson. He's guarded by Johnson. Kleba, no good.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Johnson right side. Outside Warren. Booker with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Powell. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Warren finds Johnson. Here's Holmes. Banked in off the glass.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Doncic following the score by Phoenix. Jackson misses. Johnson with it. Last game we saw him score 13. It's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back. I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
Mavericks trail by 3. Runs in the pass to Doncic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Johnson outside. Pass to Holmes. Clock at 6. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Jackson. Knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got 6.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Stripped it away. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 4th rebound in this one. Bender, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Dallas with a change here too. Borea's checked in. The Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Warren. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Now here's Borea. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Pass to Doncic. He kicks it to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. That shot no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And so here is Dallas. The Suns getting the bucket. Borea. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Johnson against Borea. Johnson surveying the floor. And the wide open shot from Warren. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Now here's Borea. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Here's Bender following the score by Dallas. And here is Warren. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Phoenix making some changes. Bridges, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jackson comes in for Booker. And it's Crawford in for Tyler Johnson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Measury, he's checked in for Powell. Nowitzki comes in for Maxi Kleber. Lee's checked in for Doncic. And it's Burke in for J.J. Barea. That's good from Jackson. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James.
Ooh.
That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Here's Burke after Josh Jackson's bucket. Burke finds Mesri. Down low, here's Nowitzki. That one, no good. Nice D from Warren.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Phoenix making a change here. Daniels is checked in. The Suns leading. Jackson looking it over. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Daniels, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Nowitzki. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Nowitzki's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Well, incredible looking shot down in the paint. Nowitzki making it look so easy right now.
Crawford, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
Jackson against Lee. Shoots over Bridges. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Mesri's got his first points of the night. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Crawford up top. Burke covering. With the fadeaway. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
No good from Lee.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, things could not have been worse for the Phoenix Suns a year ago. They were the worst offense and the worst defense in the NBA. Boy, you guys talk about struggling. That's the very definition.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Jackson. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. You look at Lee, deadly on the stripe. Someone you do not want to foul.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the two-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
And you look at the stats for the Suns last season, Doris, not many bright spots.
Right, Kevin, I think this is an organization that throws the stats out. They are looking at building from the ground up. There are so many areas to address. The first is the acquisition of great NBA talent.
Now here's Lee. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Phoenix has gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Crawford passes to Bender. Back to Crawford. Over Burke. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, the Phoenix Suns guys have missed the playoffs for 8 straight seasons. That continues the longest playoff drought in franchise history.
And before this drought, the Suns had missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons since the 1980s.
Well, remember, this was a very proud franchise, historically one of the league's best regular season records. Fans are so hoping they can get back on a winning track.
2 shots. Roof shots.
The first free throw is good. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
And Bender throws it down.
Listen, we know Bender is a big-time threat to throw it down, given how quickly he gets to the rim.
Barea kicks to Lee. Back to Barea. Here's Burke. A three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 6. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
To the paint, stolen by Bender. And the pass to Daniels. Nailed from three-point land. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Burke, guarded by Crawford. Burke kicks to Lee. Back to Burke. Dishes it to Lee. Over Jackson. No good from Lee.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Pushing their lead to double digits. 7 points for Josh Jackson.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Lee. Bridges with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Crawford drives in. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. Here's Barea. And the shot goes in. Barea's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
And so it's T.J. Warren making highlights for Phoenix. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. It's been a storied career for Dirk Nowitzki, but as he ages, he says he's spending a lot more time getting his body prepared to play.
Jay Kidd sort of tried all sorts of things when he was here. He was older, and, he got massages right before the games and the stretching and all that. Now I'm in the same shoes. I do all that stuff now, and you almost do as much off the court as you practice on the court.
A lot goes into holding off Father Time, but Father Time, by the way, is undefeated.
Yeah, and retirement's something he's considered for a few summers now, but he's making the most of his Hall of Fame career, savoring every last minute.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Mejri, Lee out there with Nowitzki. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Brunson in at the 2. Good work there as it goes. Oubre's got the lead up to 12 now for Phoenix.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Barea. Nowitzki left side. Here's Brunson. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 12. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Brunson. Dallas moving it around. A 3-pointer is right on target. Lee's got 5.
Remarkable speed by Lee. Really gets a shot up quickly.
Pass to Bridges. Kicks to Oubre. Crawford against Barea. Pass to Daniels. Bender with a wide open look. Barea pulls it in. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 11-point game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
And so here's Phoenix. The Mavericks making the shot. Count the basket. And 11 points for Crawford.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Barea against Bridges. Barea dishes to Nowitzki. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns here with a different look. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Dragan Bender. Warren comes in for Bridges. Booker, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Jamal Crawford. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Mejri. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Doncic is subbed in for Lee. Doncic, a beautiful reverse layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Johnson kicks to Warren. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And again, it's the Suns missing. Mavericks trail by 9.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
And the Mavericks call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And now to our rookie leaderboard for a look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. Third is Luka Doncic.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Mavericks trail by 11. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Here's Holmes following the score by Dallas. And Holmes throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
I think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
Here's Johnson. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Johnson kicks to Warren. Goes up with a stripe. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And even though the Mavericks had a couple of bad years in a row, this franchise remains rock solid.
Well, think about they've had consistency from the top down. It's a pioneering organization that's always looking at the next innovation. And remember, they have a very strong fan base.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Another three for Dallas.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Warren finds Johnson. To the paint. It's intercepted. Here's Jackson. Passes to Doncic. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Suns. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Phoenix. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And of course Dallas, right now quite a ways down below.
And you know, for the Mavericks, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
And with the major changes we know are coming, now you have players fighting for their jobs, trying to prove they deserve to be here beyond the end of this season.
And he comes up with the deuce. Now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Okay, now you've got to dial down the intensity a bit, right? That's his 2nd foul, and we still got a ways to go before halftime.
Now Warren, 12 points for him. Booker outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Warren.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
On the wing, Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Warren, good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
Burke, he's checked in for Dallas.
Looking now at some numbers for Holmes. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. And the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Warren. To the middle. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Jackson against Jackson. The pass to Burke. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Count it. Howell's got his second basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
At the elbow, it's Warren. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 16 points for T.J. Warren.
We know this about him. T.J. Warren is a dangerous scorer who can catch fire in no time.
Doncic with it. Working on Booker. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in free throw percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter. Just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here's Warren. He's got 16. The Mavericks pull it in. Howell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shoots from the baseline. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jackson. Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And here's Warren for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Suns trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Suns front office have said it's time to raise the bar. Doris, the rebuild can go on only so long. They don't want a losing mentality to set in.
Well, we've heard this before, Kevin, right? The open letter to fans in 2016 promising to turn it around. But in the end, it's not about words. It's about wins.
And so he hits both. The Mavericks leading. Lee outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Burke. Over Johnson. Burke can't get it to go. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Daniels is running. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Both free throws good from Daniels.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Burke with the bounce pass. Doncic passes to Burke. Nowitzki for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bender's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges kicks to Jackson. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Burke with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Bridges. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's the 3. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight. Mavericks trail by 4. Now here's Burke. He has 6. Lee outside. Back to Nowitzki. Here's Burke. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Crawford, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Doncic. Here's Mejri. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Mejri's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now here's Bender. Not a lot of room. They double him with Nowitzki. Bridges kicks to Bender. Crawford trying to free himself up. Offline with his 3.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Here's Burke. It's good. This game is all even. Burke's got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Bridges. Over Nowitzki. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 30 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Here's Doncic. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul him.
And that one misses. The Suns making a switch here. Oubre's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. J.J. Barea's checked in for Burke. He hits the 2nd from the line. 24 seconds left in the 1st half. Barea against Crawford. Six to shoot. Here's Bender.
That's excellent defense by J.J. Barea. He's playing the right angle, moving his feet, and gets up into the shooter's face. It's all you can ask.
So that'll be it for the 1st half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Suns lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the 1st half?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Big time play throughout the 1st half for T.J. Warren. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? T.J. Warren, a very impressive effort here today.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Rashawn Holmes out there with T.J. Warren. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Oubre. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. That's the group for Igor Kokoshkov getting going here in the second half. And Phoenix has possession following the score by Dallas. Holmes. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Mavericks trailer. And here is Doncic. To the inside. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got 12 points in the game. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Warren. Kicks it to Booker. Holmes finds Booker. Shoots over Doncic. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Suns lead by 1. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Doris, when you think about Devin Booker, you have to think about the 70 points he dropped on the Celtics that one night.
Woo, what a special evening that was, Kevin. Most points ever for a Phoenix Suns player. Most points ever scored against the Celtics. More than Wilt Chamberlain. Think about that, Kev.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Holmes. He's got 10, and the shot is good from Johnson.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Doncic passes to Brunson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fast break, here come the Suns. And Booker kicks to Johnson. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And there's the pass to Brunson. Outside for Jackson. No good with the triple. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Johnson. Again, the miss by Johnson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Brunson, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the Suns call time. Well, Doris, for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league, the jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
Here's Holmes. 10 points for him. Here's Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. He kicks to Oubre. Shot clock at 5. Makes it off the glass. Oubre's got 6.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
And the Mavericks call time here. We've seen T.J. Warren really having a great game.
Well, you wonder if with this timeout they're going to shake things up defensively, because everything they've thrown at him to this point has not worked. He's on a roll.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Oubre. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Doncic. The dish now to Powell. Pass to Kleba. Outside for Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix leading by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Oubre can't get it to go. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. He's got 13.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Holmes passes to Oubre, and that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. J.J. Barea is checked in for Doncic. Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Booker in the corner. 4 on the clock, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Barea dishes to Jackson. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Measury's checked in. On the wing, Jackson. It's deflected. A second chance effort. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Measury.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
They get a hand on it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Suns have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That free throw good from Holmes. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Brunson, defended by Booker. Measury finds Barea. The shot, no good. Nice D from Crawford.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. He's off on the first. Phoenix making some changes. Bender comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And he's good on the second. Now Burke, 8 points for him. Passes to Barea. Down low. Here's Mejri, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mejri's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Booker outside. Six on the shot clock, and it's in there. Booker's got 8.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Barea with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Barea kicks to Burke from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Warren, and it's Warren with the ball for the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Now, part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker so good at finishing on the break.
Barea against Crawford. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Off target from outside.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Crawford passes to Booker. Warren kicks to Bender. Offline with his 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Barea outside. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, play a game of deep ball. I like it. Barea improved his range over these years.
Yes, that goes in. And that's now 17 points for Jamal Crawford.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Jackson against Lee. Over Jackson. The 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Mejri. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Well, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Crawford, no luck. Mavericks trail by 4. Burke looking over the floor, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Suns 3rd.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
And the Suns call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
So for the Suns, Bridges, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Troy Daniels in for Devin Booker. And Dallas with a change here, too. Finney Smith's checked in. Now here's Crawford. 17 points in the game. Bridges with it. Here's Daniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Daniels has got 8. Mavericks trail by 7. Now here's Barea. He has 7 to the middle. Here's Finney Smith. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
And they'll keep possession. Here's Finney Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Bridges. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Phoenix leading by 5. And here's Crawford. 17 points in the game. Wide open. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
You know what, Greg? There may not be a more likable superstar in the NBA than Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, everyone loves Nowitzki.
And a large part of that is just Dirk plays the game with a smile on his face, it seems, at all times. His play style is one that is hard to root against, having so much skill in the body of a 7-footer. And it's one thing to be respected by everybody. It's another to be loved by everyone in that regard. And Dirk's, he's one of a kind.
Here's Nowitzki after Josh Jackson's bucket. And it's Nowitzki missing, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Well, you think about Dragan Bender. He gives you tremendous size and incredible range on the jump shot. It may take him a little more time than some guys, but this guy has all the tools, gentlemen.
Now here's Barea. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Mesri, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the amazing thing about Bender, he began his pro career at the age of 15.
Exactly right, in Croatia, and he really looked up to Toni Kukoc, modeled his game after him. And let's remember, this is a little bit of a small forward trapped in a power forward's body. But this team is really excited about the potential.
Here's Barea following the score by Jamal Crawford. From the arc. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Barea. And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. Bridges passes to Bender. Outside for Jackson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Now the feed to Nowitzki. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And not relying at all on the 3-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the Suns call time. So for the Suns, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. Kelly Oubre comes in for Troy Daniels. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Jamal Crawford. Now here's Oubre. He's got 6. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Bender. With the floater. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 9th assist in the game now.
But Bender's size, boy, he gets to the rim in no time. Outstanding agility from the big man.
Here's Jackson. 13 points in the game. The baseline J. Shoots over Bender. Jackson misses.
No question he's having a bad quarter, so somebody else needs to take charge of the scoring if they're going to cut into this deficit. Picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
And both free throws good for Oubre.
Now remember, you know, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
Suns leading by 8. And there's the pass to Bridges. Bender with it, guarded by Jackson. And Bender throws it down.
And whenever Bender is attacking on the drive, he's looking to throw it down. The defense can't really do anything to stop him from doing that.
Johnson inside. Here's Holmes. Oh!
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top, up by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Jackson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Fires from 14. Misses off the left iron. Suns leading by 11. Feeds it to Oubre. Good on the shot.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Runs in the pass to Doncic. To the inside. And he converts the layup.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Now here's Johnson. He's tightly guarded. Oubre kicks to Holmes. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Bender. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And the Suns lead by 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Kleba. Over in the corner, Doncic. 5 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 21.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Holmes passes to Bender. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Booker, he's checked in for Dragan Bender. Pass to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Now Powell really using that length of his to draw fouls. Great anticipation from the young big.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. So he gets them both. Now Johnson. He dishes it to Booker. Pass to Holmes. Johnson right side. And here's Booker from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Here's Brunson. Over Oubre. Brunson, no good.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Suns leading by 11. Johnson dishes to Booker. Johnson in the corner. Booker outside. 13 feet away. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
To the middle, Powell with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Kleba, finished off the break.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
They get a hand on it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brunson, defended by Booker. Tries from 10. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now it's only a 5-point Suns lead.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
Holmes down low, guarded by Powell, and they pick up 2. And the Suns lead by 7.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
One shot, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Doncic. Suns leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Oubre. Passes to Warren. Out to the right wing. Holmes finds Warren. To Holmes, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Powell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Booker from the arc. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
There's the pass to Doncic. And it's blocked. Booker left side. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
Free throw good, Booker. J.J. Barea's checked in for Dallas. Both free throws good from Booker.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Dallas again missing.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Warren kicks to Johnson. It's good.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Pass to Powell. Jackson in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
his first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Booker with it. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
Both free throws good from Booker. Now here's Barea. They double him with Booker. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Suns. Holmes got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low. And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre. The free throw drops for Jackson. Both free throws good from Jackson. Suns leading by 8. It's stolen by Barea. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You know, after a first half of poor shooting, he is turning up the heat now.
Johnson kicks to Warren. A 3-ball. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Pass to Powell. Jackson in the corner. Here's Kleba. And a miss there on the triple. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Measuring. He's checked in for Dallas. Doncic with the steal. To the wing on the left. Barea with a wide open look. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, face up and drill it. JJ more of a scorer than a pure shooter, but looks good that time.
Here's Johnson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Suns lead by 6.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Doncic. Now measuring. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Here's Kleba. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Kleba's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Warren on the wing. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Bender is checked in for the Suns. And Phoenix has possession. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
To the paint. Here's Oubre. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Bender, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Stolen by Bender. Now here's Booker. Tight defense on him. And here's Oubre. Mejri with the rebound. Doncic kicks to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Mejri, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass. Barea is a spark plug, and he seems to make his teammates better whenever he's on the floor.
One shot.
Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Holmes with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Holmes finds Booker. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Doncic.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Tied up with that one.
Boy, what a steady presence at the line. Whether it's a blowout or a tight game like this one, his stroke never varies.
And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Booker. And that's 13 points for Johnson.
Now, Kev, how about that setup? Booker with the impressive vision finds the open man, makes the game easy.
Barea kicks to Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. No good at the stripe this time. His second misses also. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. 3-pointer. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 5. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tyler Johnson.
As the ringleader of their offense, he has been on his game tonight. Spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved, making sure the offense never gets bogged down. He's just giving them just what they needed at that point guard position.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Barea kicks to measure. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson against Barea. Booker in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, fantastic rhythm on the catch and shoot. A lot of times that comes from Booker's terrific body control.
From deep, Barea. That one misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Floats one, and Johnson puts it in. And the Suns lead by 10.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. He kicks it to Oubre. The pass to Bender. Booker outside. Johnson, a wide open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 10. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And obviously, look, they want to finish the game strong, but right now, look at the frustration on their faces.
It's very evident, Greg. You can tell they're upset. They've got to calm down and simply play this one possession at a time.
And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That one is no good.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And the three ball is good. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.